Boeing, the birth of an aviation powerhouse. It's a name etched into the clouds, a synonym for air travel. But Boeing's journey wasn't a smooth flight. It was a saga of humanity's ambition, innovation, and resilience to conquer the skies. This industry titan, which rakes in over $70 billion every year, is the world's leading manufacturer of commercial jetliners. Their legacy boasts over 80,000 commercial airplanes delivered, a number that, if lined up, could encircle the Earth more than 300 times. Even more impressive, Boeing has a backlog of over 4,000 unfilled orders for commercial airplanes. This means that Boeing has years of production secured and would never be out of services, even if they tried. But really, how did Boeing go from a small workshop in Seattle to a global pioneer in the aerospace technology? Well, let's rewind to the early days when Boeing first started out, and their planes looked nothing like what we see zooming overhead today. This is the story of Boeing's birth, a chronicle of how one company rose from humble beginnings to become synonymous with air travel itself. Sure, the charm of cars and bicycles cannot be denied, but have you ever considered the allure of traversing the skies free from the constraint of wheels? This dream of flight, centuries old, now a reality, was the terrain of pioneers and madmen, of those audacious enough to defy gravity. The Wright brothers may have cracked the code, but it was William Boeing who saw beyond the achievement, who glimpsed the potential for an empire in the skies. Inspired by the Wright brothers, William Edward Boeing bought the Heath shipyard in 1910, originally a boat-making facility, and transformed it into its first airplane factory. In 1915, Boeing went to Los Angeles to learn more about flying from aviation pioneer Glenn Martin. He bought his first plane, a Martin Flying Birdcage, a seaplane aptly named for the numerous wires holding it together. The plane arrived, disassembled via train, and was put together by Martin's pilot and handyman James Floyd Smith on the northeast shore of Lake Union. However, after a test crash wrecked the birdcage, Boeing was informed that replacement parts would take months to arrive. He decided that he could build a new plane in that time, so with the help of a resourceful Navy engineer, those boat building skills turned into the birth of the B&W, their very first airplane, a small seaplane with one engine and room for two people. The B&W seaplane, crafted with meticulous attention to detail and a profound understanding of aerodynamics, marked the inception of his aviation empire. Yet, the early days weren't about sleek jetliners, they were about survival. World War I raged, and with it came the chance Boeing desperately needed. The outbreak of World War I proved to be a pivotal moment for Boeing. The global conflict heightened the demand for reliable military aircraft, offering Boeing an invaluable opportunity to demonstrate its capabilities. When the US entered the war, Boeing knew the Navy needed planes, so they sent 2 models to Pensacola, Florida for training. The Navy liked them and ordered 50 more. Now, it wasn't about exploration, it was about fulfilling a wartime demand. This airplane was really special because it helped the company make real money for the first time. With Europe churning out war machines, America needed its own wings. Back then, America didn't have many military planes compared to Europe. At the time, Britain had 400, Germany had 1,000, and France had 1,400, while the US only had 23. So it was a big deal for Boeing to build 50 model seaplanes, which they sold for $116,000 US. Today, that would be over $2 million US. This period not only established Boeing as a formidable player in the aviation industry, but also underscored the strategic importance of air power. After World War I ended, the demand for military aircraft significantly decreased. As a result, many manufacturers, including Boeing, faced economic challenges. The arrival of new competitors in the aircraft manufacturing industry made the situation even more difficult for Boeing. In this difficult period, Boeing was on the verge of failure. Desperate, they turned furniture builders. But that wasn't going to fuel Boeing's ambitions. The skies beckoned once again. Mail, not military orders, became their lifeline. People fell in love with the speed, and soon Boeing planes were crisscrossing the country. This era saw the emergence of Boeing's first commercial aircraft, which laid the groundwork for the future of commercial aviation. Air travel was no longer a novelty, it was the future, but the real game changers were yet to come. Ditching wood and canvas, Boeing embraced metal. This move, of course, set the trend for how airplanes will be built for years to come. In 1930, they created the monomail, a unique aircraft featuring a metal body, low wings, and retractable wheels for carrying mail. It was so advanced that the engines at the time were not powerful enough to unleash the potential of the new structure. Things got even more interesting when they invented controllable pitch propellers. At that time, Boeing was busy working on its Model 247 airplane. Alongside that, they also built two monomails. The second one, known as the Model 221, could carry 6 passengers comfortably. Then, in 1931, they took the monomail design and used it to craft the Boeing YB-9. It was a big deal because it was the first bomber with an all-metal single wing. They put 5 YB-9 bombers into action between September 1932 and March 1933. These bombers did a decent job, but soon enough, newer bomber designs much better than the YB-9 came along. In addition to these, the Model 248, the first fighter plane made entirely of metal, was created. Later, in 1933, they made the Boeing P-26 Peashooter, which was America's first all-metal fighter plane made for battle, and it was the first single-winged fighter used by the United States Army Air Corps. The P-26 Peashooter served in the US Army Air Corps from 1934 to 1938. As World War II began in September 1939, Boeing had already become a pivotal player in American industry, ranking as the 12th largest company at the time. The war highlighted Boeing's influence, particularly within the US Armed Forces, due to its B-17 Flying Fortress and B-29 Super Fortress bombers. These aircraft surpassed others in the ability to fly longer distances at greater speeds and carry more bombs. This earned Boeing its reputation as a top military aircraft manufacturer. During the war, Boeing's production capabilities surged to unprecedented levels, with the company manufacturing over 350 planes a month by March 1944. To safeguard these critical assets, Boeing factories were ingeniously camouflaged with plant and farmland mock-ups to thwart enemy air attacks. Amidst this period of intense military focus, Boeing also began to work on the C-97 Stratofighter in 1942. This heavy-duty cargo aircraft, the first of its kind designed for carrying substantial military loads, entered service by 1947. Although it was later adapted for aerial refueling, the C-97 faced limitations as newer designs surpassed its capabilities in versatility and efficiency. With the war's end, the world entered the jet age, a period marked by significant advancement in aviation technology. Boeing, ever the pioneer, led this transition with the introduction of the 707 in 1958. This jetliner, the first to achieve commercial success, revolutionized air travel by dramatically reducing flight times and making the skies accessible to the masses. The advent of the 747 jumbo jet in 1970 further cemented Boeing's status as an industry leader, setting new benchmarks for passenger capacity and made distance destination more accessible than ever before. Transition from propeller-driven bombers of World War II to the sleek jets of the commercial era not only underscores Boeing's enduring legacy in aviation, but also highlights their unwavering commitment to groundbreaking developments and innovation, shaping the face of modern air travel. In the mid-1960s, Boeing embarked on a bold venture that would redefine the aviation industry. The company took a significant step in 1966 with the monumental task of developing the 747 airplane. This project was not only ambitious in its engineering and design aspects, but also required the construction of the world's largest factory in Everett, Washington, to accommodate the scale of production. Despite the daunting challenges, the initiative culminated in triumph, securing Boeing a decisive edge over its rivals. The following year, 1967, marked the debut of the Boeing 737, an aircraft that would achieve unparalleled success. Its distinctive narrow body and powerful engines appealed to airlines globally, propelling it to become the best-selling jetliner in aviation history. The introduction of updated models like the 737 MAX has ensured its continuous production, underscoring its enduring legacy. The unveiling of the first 747-100 in 1968 at the expansive Everett factory represented a significant milestone. This event, followed by the aircraft's inaugural flight and its first commercial journey in 1970, heralded a new era in air travel. However, the early 1970s presented formidable challenges for Boeing. The aftermath of the Vietnam War saw a reduction in government defense spending, compounded by a recession and a downturn in space exploration initiatives. The 747 project itself faced financial and logistical hurdles, and the discontinuation of funding for the supersonic transport project led to significant layoffs, reducing Boeing workforce drastically by 1971. Despite these adversities, Boeing's resilience and capacity for innovation remained undiminished. The company not only recovered from these setbacks but also expanded its 747 fleet, manufacturing over 1,500 units in various configurations. Initially, there were safety concerns related to its unprecedented passenger capacity, but the 747's design, offering more space and affordability, eventually won widespread acceptance. Its success necessitated major adjustments at airports worldwide, including longer runways and larger gates to accommodate its size. The 747 enjoyed its status as the largest passenger plane for 37 years, a testament to Boeing's pioneering spirit and ability to adapt to the evolving dynamics of aviation. In 1983, Boeing hit a milestone with its 1,737th plane as the economy improved and air travel increased. Despite competition from Airbus, Boeing introduced new aircraft like the 757, 767 and upgraded 737s. Boeing unveiled the mid-range 777 in 1994, designed to carry 300 to 370 passengers. It could fly long distances on two engines and was Boeing's first wholly computer-designed plane. At the same time, Boeing released the next generation 737, which sold more than any previous 737. The iconic 707 brought continents together, while the massive 747 redefined megaplane. The 777 and the Dreamliner reflect Boeing's commitment to advancing aviation even in tough times. Each new plane was a gamble, a massive undertaking with the potential for both glory and ruin. The pressure was immense, and so was the profit. As the dawn of the 21st century broke, Boeing found itself not just at the forefront of the aviation industry, but also at the corpse of technology innovation and environmental stewardship. The company's foray into the development of the 787 Dreamliner marked a significant milestone despite the hurdles it initially faced. This endeavor underlines Boeing's commitment to sustainability and enhancing passenger comfort, heralding a new era in aviation that prioritizes efficiency, safety, and minimizing environmental impact. Boeing's ascent to greater heights continued unabated into the new millennium. In 2000, the company ventured into satellite communications with the acquisition of Hughes Electronics. This expansion was soon followed by a strategic relocation of its headquarters from Seattle to Chicago in 2001. The events of 9/11, which involved 4 Boeing aircraft, represented a significant moment in the company's history. Despite these, the company continued to move forward with resilience. On December 16, 2003, Boeing made a pivotal announcement about the 787 Dreamliner's assembly in Everett, Washington. Opting for an innovative approach, the final assembly would see 800 to 1,200 people working to integrate complete sub-assemblies and systems, a departure from traditional aircraft construction methods. The 787 Dreamliner, despite its initial production challenges and concern over battery fire risks, ultimately set a new standard for speed and fuel efficiency in the passenger aircraft sector. This achievement was validated by the global demand for the 787, propelling Boeing to record earnings between 2006 and 2019. Boeing's visionary path is now geared towards a sustainable future, with ambitious plans to incorporate environmental friendly fuels into all its planes by 2030. Moreover, the company is exploring the realms of autonomous flight, imagining a future where planes navigate the skies without human pilots. The potential for electric and hypersonic travel looms on the horizon, presenting both challenges and opportunities for innovation. The journey of Boeing from its inception to its current stature encapsulates more than just the evolution of aircraft technology. It reflects the indomitable human spirit, capacity for innovation, and the relentless pursuit of connecting people and places. Boeing's story is intertwined with significant historical moments, from carrying leaders and celebrities to enabling ordinary people to pursue their dreams. As we anticipate the future, Boeing's enduring legacy assures us that it will remain at the forefront of shaping the next frontier in aviation, making the once impossible a reality.